day today. All right, we're doing biceps and forearms and everything, but dude, it's gonna be great. Okay, we're gonna go super heavy. I'm just gonna briefly explain my form before I go into my set. You're gonna notice that I don't go all the way up. I don't get a super massive stretch. That's because if you understand neuromechanical matching, that is the principle that says where muscles have best leverage is where they're going to have the most force produced. So the lats have virtually no leverage from this point up, right? Which means if I actually want to get high motor unit recruitment, good activation, and provide a really good stimulus for my lats, I'm not going to waste time up there. There's no unique adaptations to be had super stretching your lats. The thing is, whenever something has a lack of leverage, something else takes over. And if you actually look at the activation, studies that we have, it shows that the pecs actually have great leverage to pull down from here. The long head of your tricep has the same leverage, so it pulls down as well as the rear delt. So you're getting all these other muscles that take over when the lat has a lack of ability to produce leverage. So I'm gonna go down from about here to here. Just stay in the really contracted positions for the most part and really explode through it. Try to go super heavy, maybe even hit a PR. All right, let's get into the set. I'm good. All right, boys, so that said, I actually moved a little worse than I'm used to. And don't get me wrong, it never looks that pretty because I like to do a little cheating on my lat pull downs. But with that said, a lot of times during the cut, you'll notice a little bit of strength loss. That's fine. That shouldn't be so acceptable to the point where you just, lift way less on everything. But you're not really having that many carbs. Your muscle glycogen is comparatively very low. And your muscles won't be able to produce force as efficiently if you're low on glycogen, which is why it's so effective to have carbs before your workout, right? It makes your workouts more effective. So, with that said, again, didn't move pretty, but I'm gonna lower the weight to 240 and just try to get that to move well. All right, that moved a little better. Again, I'm totally cool with slight cheating. I think that it comes with training hard, but especially on your pull movements. Let's say they're a little more ambiguous than a push movement, right? Because a lot of times with these push movements, there's a definite beginning, there's a definite end, whether that's to the machine's range of motion or, oh, you can go past me. Yeah, whether that's, from the machine's range of motion or that's just from lock out of your elbow, right? Or touching your chest. Whereas these lat pull downs, you could stop kind of at any point. A lot of people say it's at a full stretch, but again, like I said earlier, I don't agree with that. And usually, most people don't have the mobility to touch their chest, or if you're really trying to challenge your lats, you're not going to end up touching your chest a lot of the time unless you're willing to go significantly lighter, in which case I tried that for a long time and saw absolutely zero growth in my lats from that. Not to say that everybody will, but when I started amping up the intensity, introducing a slight cheat is when my lats saw the most growth. Preacher curls. Not much else to say other than I really like these, and I just go really heavy on them a lot. So with that said, we're gonna do 70 pounds on the right arm because now my right arm is weaker. which is funny because it was the stronger arm for a long period of time. And I was like, okay, I want to try to fix this imbalance. So I started prioritizing my left, and my left passed up my right. So starting with the right until we get them equal. 70-pound dumbbell preacher curl. All right, that move's pretty decent. I think I got 5 reps on the right, which I believe is a PR because normally I get 4 or 3. So, common denominator, I put this earlier in the workout than normal. Normally I would do T-bar rows before this, as well as obviously lat pull downs, which you saw. But putting them, I even used to put these first. When I used to put these first is really when my arms saw the most growth. But they're still growing, don't worry. Yeah, if you really want to get a big muscle group, it doesn't matter what it is. If you put it first in the workout, it's going to excel faster than every other muscle group. Unless your genetics are very poor for that muscle group and very good for other muscle groups. So like, if you have amazing tricep genetics, but poor chest genetics, and you're just putting chest first over and over, it's going to progress, right? But even if you put your triceps dead last, they're still going to progress more because you have better tricep genetics. See, that goes with any body part. If you have a great back genetics, but poor bicep genetics, try to even it out. Even if, genetics is quite the determiner, you could still even things out, right? Everybody has dominant genetics in a given area. And you look at even Chris Bumstead, like his arms are really big objectively, but if we're talking proportion-wise, they aren't as good as the rest of his physique is. And, it's very clear that in his training, he does what he can to even out that proportion. So his arms are freaking massive, right? But you look at the flow of his physique, his back, his chest, his legs, all that is pretty amazing. And I'd say his arms are actually proportional now. So I'm working on my back, though, at this point, to try to get it to catch up with my arms. So some people have different problems. Anyway, I'm yapping. I got to get to my set.
I wasn't like sure about it.
Gosh. Hammer curls are going well. All the curls are going well today, guys. I love the way 60 moves now. It actually feels very light. Never would have felt that whatsoever, before I started progressively overloading more. So it's cool to see.
get it. That's whenever I got the job that I have now. Remote, 2 days a week, 2 days a week. He only proves about how much protein he gets and I try to see how
All right, boys, I saw an old friend and talked to him for a little bit, so the pump is definitely down. But I'm going to try a new camera angle today, guys. So I normally never have the camera center mass like this, but this should make my physique look symmetrical, right? So when I'm standing off to the side like this, it can kind of distort my muscle shape a lot, make things look bigger and smaller and weird and unsymmetrical, but we don't want that. So I'm going to do a couple poses, just keep the shirt on because we just did a pull day. I didn't do chest or anything like that, so the chest is not going to look great. The abs aren't going to look great because I'm still, you know, kind of bulky. You know what I'm saying, but we're going to hit some poses. Waste no time.